welcome to the Shoptimist Club. I'm JJ.
And I'm the one and only Josh.
Gonna be kind of a quick one this week, just the two of us. We can make it if we try. But
Well, it started out this way, and you know what? In the long run, it would probably end this way. So, it is what it is.
why is it gonna end this way? That's kind of a bleak message.
It's not.
This podcast is gonna outlive Davy, is what Josh was gonna say, and it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be a very special episode, but now Davy's got some other stuff going on. So for now, you just get these two chuckle fucks, but that's okay.
By other stuff means we don't know where the hell Davey is. Other stuff could be meaning he's being like raped against his will.
Could be that he's
with a broom
at an overpass right now. Could be that he's in a drunken stupor in some Elko, Nevada whorehouse. I don't know. Anything is possible.
It just comes down to the fact that, Davey, wherever you are, we hope you're okay.
Davey, if you can hear us, if you can hear our voice, just know that we're a little pissed off at you right now. Where the fuck are you?
But we hope you're okay.
But I guess that too.
So, Pokemon Go.
Okay, let's talk about it, I guess.
It has become an obsession for damn near everybody.
Yeah?
Including myself. I literally woke up today and me and the 5-year-old jumped in my truck and drove around my little town about 20 times. Getting all the, there's 6 or 7 Pokestops. And they're right in a row almost. We just would drive down, make a way around the block, hit them all again, catch a Pokemon along the way. We had a cool little incident last night. We had a little barbecue at my place, and we had a couple assholes there and a couple of our friends, and there's 3 of us there who are playing Pokemon Go pretty religiously, and one of them, his name is Brett, my buddy Brett, he just jumps up and walks off, and we're all drunk as shit.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm drunk as shit. By the way,
I was drunk as shit.
This episode also still not sponsored by Mike's Hard Lemonade. I am trying Mike's Harder Cherry Lime to see if it'll make me feel better, or feel again, or not feel. We'll see what happens.
And don't forget, this episode is also sponsored by Air. Quenching your thirst since 1952.
Mine tastes better. What did they breathe before 1952? Coal?
Mainly just diesel exhaust.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yes. Now there's only a select few that breathe that. You have to be born that way. Anyway, back to my story.
Through the gills.
So Jep jumps up and goes out, and
you should probably clarify that Jep is the same person that you called Brad a minute ago.
Brad. You should follow this. So then JJ gets up, and once again I'm drunk as shit. So I'm like, where the hell did they go? And Brett's wife was like, they said something about a Pikachu. I was like, there's a fucking Pikachu. And I jumped up, almost fell in the little fire we had going. And sure enough, me, Jep, JJ, and about 8 other people in my little hometown, all standing in this intersection catching a fucking Pikachu.
And we should probably mention it was, 10:30 p.m.?
It was 10:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It was the shit.
It was pretty crazy. I will be the first to admit. Okay, maybe I was a little drunk at that point because I don't remember with vivid detail because we ended up walking around
the block.
Was it the block?
Yeah.
It felt like it was so much more than that.
No, because you weren't wearing shoes, but it was just.
I wasn't wearing shoes. I was drunk. Anyway, but I do remember jumping your fence trying to seek that Pikachu, and in my mind, I just went over that like I was an Olympic hurdler. I was drunk. I probably wasn't quite as athletic doing that, nor have I been athletic at doing really anything in my life, so it was probably very fat and embarrassing. It was a very fat and embarrassing thing that I did. But you know what? I caught my Pikachu, so I don't care. And I don't remember much around the walk. I do remember that the next morning, which is to say this morning, I checked my phone and I was like, oh, I got a Kadabra. That's pretty awesome. I don't even remember getting him. But you said that we got him last night too, huh?
Yep.
Sweet. So, Pokemon Go, get it. Don't be an idiot and kill people or yourself while you're playing it. Pay attention to what you're doing.
I've pretty much asked everybody I've met walking down the street if they're playing Pokemon Go, and they're like, it's so funny watching. You just walk down the street, I was not the only car driving around in Corinne in circles today. There was about 4 of us, so you know what everybody's doing when they're driving around and stopping at all these random places on the side of the road.
I feel like this might end up being a thing that we end up doing after this podcast too. I've got a couple lures ready, just saying.
I'm charging my phone right now just for that purpose.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Also, I was going to say, we own a gym. Team Mystic, all the way.
Team Mystic. It's really
So,
the only way you can go.
Something I've been thinking about, just hit me. The product that I was going to feature today, I was kind of hoping Davey would be here because I kind of feel like he would chime in on it a lot.
Well, he's not here though.
He's not here, so you have to take Davey's place if I'm going to feature it. Otherwise, I'm going to find something else to feature.
What do you mean chime in? Like,
I have something else I have in mind that I could feature, but I also have this product.
okay, well we've already got this product pulled out. Pulled out.
I do feel like Davey would give some good insight on the said product because Davey, I'll just feature it. That's all.
Okay.
You know what? I think since it's going to be a short episode, I'll feature 2 products because we can both chime in on that second one. It'll be something that we're both interested in. So,
We're okay.
Also, I got new additions. If you can't, man, I don't know ear to show,
Yeah.
ear to see. I currently decided I was going to gauge my ears, and I did it the way you're not supposed to. I had my ears pierced, and once upon a time I had my ears gauged up to a 2. But about a week ago I decided, you know what, I want to gauge my ears again, and I'm at a 2. So
There's a very, very select amount of our audience / of America that knows what a 2 is when you're talking about.
it's the same width as like a 2 gauge wire, a 2 gauge anything. It's just a measure. It's just a measurement, really.
I wonder how many people know what 2 gauge wire is for that
I can't
matter.
remember if it was a 16 or an 18 is what they pierce your ear at. So it'd be the same as like a needle, like a 16 or an 18 gauge needle. And then from there you would taper, you'd use a taper and you'd go to a 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, double 0, then 7/16, and from there it goes up into like a standard measurement. Like
See,
you find.
you've explained all of this to me several times, and I still don't entirely get it. I mean, I get it, little to big, but still, okay.
So I did it. You're supposed to wait 6 weeks in between each gauge, and I went from my standard piercing size, and I actually had to pop back through the backs because the backs had healed up. Had to pop back through them straight to a 10, and that was not pleasant. But 10 is still tiny. Like, even a 2 is about the diameter of, like, a pen.
So can I take a pen and just shove it through your ear right now?
You probably could, but it would hurt a lot.
Can I do it anyway?
No.
For the podcast, Josh.
Not even for the
We've got
podcast,
people listening. They
'cause
want
for
to
one,
see.
The one that would really hurt, and for 2, I'd have to take him out, and that would really hurt, and I don't have my tapers here in case I couldn't get them back in. And they might bleed, because I did it stupid. So if you're going to do it, do yourself a favor, and at least wait a couple weeks before you gauge up, especially when you get to like an 8, 6, 4, 2. I plan on going. I have tapers that I've bought all the way up to a double 0.
Are you going to get one of them?
I'm going to go to 7/16.
One of them, like, African tribal lip discs and start extending your lip out?
I kind of feel like that's dumb and it'd make it hard, and I would talk about this all the time. My lip is so big.
Yeah, but you're doing the ear thing. Some people think that's dumb. Why stop now?
You know what, though, would be cool? If I had a big ass disc in my lip, I feel like I would constantly be going like this. So my lip would go.
Should we do a podcast?
Sure. Mike first.
Yeah, Josh, you're first. What you got
Okay.
for us?
This, like I said, this is something that Davey would like to chime in on. So
Oh.
for all you Americans out there,
Oh my God! All right.
if you want to jump on the bandwagon, or to say, if you have at least half a brain and don't want some lying sadistic.
Okay, we're
Fuck.
getting political. Yeah.
I mean, okay. Let's get this, okay? I know Trump is an asshole. I know this. I think that's why I like him, is because he's an asshole. He's not afraid to address the issues and tell it how it is, like an asshole. I've been reading a lot of his, like, tweets and stuff about the issues that have come up, like the shooting of the cops and Orlando. and Trump more or less says that it's not right and that something needs to be done about it. And I've read Hillary Clinton's tweets, and they're like, oh, so sad. So I don't believe we need another Clinton in the White House.
Oh, okay.
And I don't feel like she would be a good fit as a woman president, especially our first woman president. I feel like that would leave a bad taste in America's mouth. It would leave, like, the worst gonorrhea taste in
Are you saying Bill Clinton
Plus-
has gonorrhea? Are you saying Monica Lewinsky had gonorrhea?
I don't think that they have intercourse anymore. Because would you have intercourse with Hillary Clinton? Be honest. I don't think you could pay me. I don't think you could put me in the White House if I'd sleep with Hillary Clinton. Damn. But today I'm gonna bring you a shirt anyway. I seen it. It was funny, and I was actually Googling. I was Amazoning like Trump toys to see if there was something funny, like a Trump toy or like a cool review I could get off of them. And I seen this shirt, and I was like, I love it. So this is the "If you build it, they won't come" T-shirt by Build the Trump Wall shirt. You can pick this up for $22.99. JJ, what do you think of this?
I think so. At best, you've probably alienated about half the audience.
Yes.
At worst, about 90%, because not only are you offending the Democrats, and let's be clear here, Democrat is not necessarily the only political element that we're looking at here. Trump, he is a polarizing figure. He is the definition of a polarizing figure, in that there are several people who are very, very vocal about being supportive or being against Trump. There's nobody that is middle of the road. There's nobody like, you know what, maybe we'll just see what Trump's policies turn out to be. No. People are either in camp Trump or out of camp Trump. And you get the political divide. You also get the racial divide, because Trump doesn't exactly scream human rights and equality for all. Which, again, it's just one of those take it however you like kind of things. Personally, I don't know. I don't feel like we've got a winning horse in this race. I think Trump versus Hillary is just...
Sometimes
we fucked this one up.
Lesser of the two evils. But I'm glad that Sanders wasn't in there, because, man, that guy would have raped my pocketbook.
Yeah, okay, he did have a pretty extensive tax plan. I wasn't a fan
I do
of.
like Trump's tax plan, and if people actually pay
Well, that's because
attention
you
to
get like
his-
$3 more every check, and that's worth
Wasn't it like
kicking.
$80-something?
I think it's like $3 more a check, and he's going to kick out all the Mexicans to make it happen.
Yes.
So
this shirt,
I could
shirt
tell
goes
that
perfectly for the Mexicans, and it's a shirt that says, "If you build it, they won't come," and it's a picture of half of Trump's face looking over a brick wall.
So I'll be somewhere down in freaking Guadalajara while you enjoy your extra $3 a check.
You know what?
I hope it's worth it for you.
I have a Brazilian who's working for me right now.
So this is pretty funny. As we're talking, guess who's trying to call me? Should I answer?
Sure.
Davey,
Hi, sir.
how's it going?
That week away must have really fucked with
I
me.
feel like Davey just woke up.
Yeah, Davey looks like he just woke up. Do you want to put on a pair of headphones,
Yeah,
Josh?
no,
They're over there.
Sorry about that, man.
Oh, you're fine. We are 13 minutes into the podcast, and you're streaming right now.
Oh, perfect.
So, welcome to the club.
Well, I can assure you I did not just wake up, but if I look like it, I'll happily take on that excuse.
So-
you certainly do look like the role.
So can we screen share with Davey or send this to him? Can anybody hear Davey?
Yeah, Davey should be coming through. Davey,
Okay.
say something.
Testing, McTesting.
Yep. You're live.
So Davey, I was kind of
Perfect.
disappointed when we couldn't get a hold of you, because I picked this product, and wait a sec before you send it to him, because I want to.
Okay, go right ahead.
He wants to do a preamble first.
Yes. So, I don't know what your stance is quite yet. I've kind of read half your statuses on certain issues and stuff like this, but I
This
felt like
is about Pokemon Go, isn't it?
we already talked about Pokemon Go. That was the first 10 minutes of the podcast. And also my gauges. I decided to gauge my ears.
Disgusting.
Right. He can't see the video stream. I'm not streaming to him.
Yeah, he can see it post though.
I'll open
yeah.
up on. I'll open up the stream here in a second.
Anyway, so this my featured product this week is something that might interest you. We were just having a little discussion about this. Not so much this, but what it references.
So, Josh was actually hesitant to bring this product. I've dropped it into the Skype chat for you. Without having you around, because he really wanted to get your feedback on it.
Because we all know that you're a genius. A mad one, but you're a genius.
And I would love your feedback, because if we could start talking about something funny about this and stop talking about how Josh is a racist and wants his country to be white, I think that would be a step in the right direction.
I don't, and like I said to JJ, I don't think that it is more of that. I think Trump would be a good president, as like reading about him. Like I just told JJ, I like Trump for the fact that he's not afraid to call shit, and that he's not trying to just put on a coat and walk around and please everybody. He doesn't change who he is. He's a fucking prick, and that's what I like about him. I feel like, honestly, he might be able to get rid of some of the bullshit that's going on. But that's just me.
I'm not so sure.
I'm going to just sit back, enjoy my Mike's Harder Cherry Lime, and enjoy the fireworks. Go.
There's no fight. I mean... It
we're cool enough to disagree on shit. There's no reason why we can't. My only disagreement with most, because I'm considered liberal by conservatives, but I'm also considered insensitive and prickish by liberals. So I like to think that I sit somewhere in that nice little middle area. Trump, my own voice. I don't like hearing the sound of my own voice. I can tell you that much. I just turned on the stream and it just went back into my own ears.
Oh, isn't that fun?
I don't trust Trump. I appreciate that he's as honest as he can be. But he was a very different Trump back in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And so, in the 80s and 90s. So I have the same problem with him to a degree that I have with Hillary, which is a lack of consistency. Only Hillary's much more, I almost said Trump-cated, but it's truncated. Hers is more packed. Like, between this election cycle and the last election cycle, she has changed her stance on so much shit. Like, what do you really believe in? You know what I mean? So, but as far as Trump goes, I do appreciate that he's an asshole and that people appreciate that honesty. But, fuck you, cat. Shut the fuck up. I appreciate that people like that honesty about him, but at the same time, the people who are like, I would have a beer with that presidential candidate. That presidential candidate for the next 8 years should not be drinking beer. We're in a shitty situation every now and then. And there needs to, like, we've agreed on the moderate we've agreed on the moderate gun control issue as far as, like, no, we don't want to take all guns away, but something has to be done because they're not going to stop killing people, so we need to figure something out. They, as in people who have guns, not they, as in guns. They're not doing shit. But building a wall probably isn't going to help because it would be way more expensive to maintain it consistently over forever, and we would eventually go into debt maintaining a wall unless we built an empire. And we just celebrated the 4th of July recently, which was our independence from an empire. And I don't think we want to go and do that again. I don't know. Point being, I don't personally like Trump or Hillary.
I feel like it's going to come down to lesser of the two evils. Who's going to do less damage to the country?
I pretty much made the same argument on this in that, you know what? America done fucked this election up. You know,
yeah.
we did not pick the right pony for this, and the next 4 years are going to suck.
There's a significant part of me that... Because I liked Sanders. A lot of people don't like the association with the word socialism because they immediately connect that to communism. And communism fucking sucks. Look at the Soviet Union. It wasn't Reagan that took down the Soviet Union. It was shitty leadership and racism and corroding from within. And if anything, their fear of us, which they rightfully should have feared us, if anything, their fear of us kept them together because they thought, if I don't stick together with these dirty bastards, we're going to wind up getting bombed and killed. And then they just fucking fell apart, and the Soviet Union is no more. And that's kind of exactly what I'm afraid is going to happen with America. But the Soviet Union, I don't know right off the top of my head because I don't have my books with me. But with
Books.
me,
Nerd.
I'll wiki it. That's always accurate. I don't think it would happen within 48 years, a Soviet Union type thing, especially with us and the system that we have in place where we can actually impeach people. But this shit would not have happened if we had congressional and senatorial term limits. So
that I've 100% agree with you on. The only thing that me and Josh have really agreed on as far as Sanders goes is we don't like his tax plan. It's too damn steep. I understand wanting to support everyone everywhere, which is a great idea in theory. And
that sounds really nice on paper, but at the same time, I mean, I'll grant that there are some people who are working exclusively. Fuck.
How's your weekend going, Davey?
There are, I think I'm recovering, who are living exclusively off of welfare. But when I say a lot, I don't mean like statistically a lot, like millions or even hundreds of thousands. But there are a lot. But then the vast majority of people who are on welfare are also our veterans who have not been treated kindly by our government or our job market. Veterans' families, so like single parents with maybe one or two kids who have government benefits and still have to work a full-time job, thus having to employ a nanny or some other shit. Like, I feel like if you have a family and you're in our armed forces, your family should be taken care of.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Not glamorously, sure as fuck not in a mansion or something, but better than, say, embellish taxes so that we can build a new sports stadium. Like, fucking our soldiers and teachers should come before shit like sports or Olympics or shit like that. Yeah, amazing. We found a guy who can throw a javelin really fucking hard, but we're also number one in incarceration in the entirety of the United States. Like,
God, this episode got real fucking serious, What? This was the first product we decided to go with for this episode, huh?
So Davey,
I keep forgetting that we're actually live streaming right now, and so now I'm just rambling, and it's just sort of like, I don't know whether to hate this guy or not. He likes guns, but he hates that people get shot a lot. I don't.
what is he going to do? So here's my question. Everybody has a motive, right?
Yeah.
So what is Trump's motive? Because you know he's not doing it for the money, because you know this fucker's rich. I don't think he's doing it for the fame, because he's already pretty famous. So why is he doing it?
I'm not absolutely positive about the money thing, because every single expenditure, as far as like facilities or places that he's gone to eat or something, a lot of really big amounts have been spent at facilities that are owned by Trump, or at least licensed by Trump.
Yeah.
So these are campaign funds that have gone to him or to his campaign, and he has used that campaign to pay into those, like I think 2 Trump golf courses, a Trump restaurant, a Trump resort, and it was a lot of money that went into those places. Now, I don't think he's in debt. This isn't like the time when he wound up, I think it was like either 8 billion or 8 million. Either way, it's a number that's almost incalculable to your standard Joe Schmo. But like you can't possibly quantify. You've got 8 million and all you think is like, I'm set for life, until you fuck up and you buy a yacht or something. Or you think like 8 billion and you're just sort of like, that is, I could buy Fiji. Fuck it, I'll just buy Fiji. But at one point he was like 8 million in debt.
Yeah.
And it was like mind blowing. Like, holy shit. I don't think he's in that situation. I really don't. He's had a lot of flops. A lot of his successes are thankfully because his father, a lot of the businesses and subsidies that are owned by Trump were not established by Trump. They were established by his father before his father gave him the small loan of $1 million.
Uh-huh.
And so he's a lot of that stuff is a very good cushion for him. So he can afford to make weird mistakes like the Trump steaks or the Trump champagne or wine or whatever the hell that was.
Can I tell you what's terrible?
Huh.
I have in my possession a bottle of Trump cologne, and it's worth noting that I bought this cologne like a very long time ago.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Like from Macy's. It's really, honestly, like it's a special occasion cologne. I very rarely use it. So I've still got most of the bottle full, and I bought it probably 6 or 7 years ago. So it's something that I've had for a long time, but now every time I pick that up, I feel like I'm such a hypocrite for spraying it on. I feel like I'm a monster.
Why? If it smells... See, that's the other thing is I'm not big on picking one side of the spectrum or the other. And a lot of people find that frustrating when they talk to me about stuff, especially people who are either hardcore liberal or hardcore conservative. Mm. If he makes a good product, appreciate that product. Like, if the cologne is really good, the cologne is good.
But Davey, you're supporting every dollar that you put into a Trump product, you're putting into the Trump campaign. If you buy a gun, you support terrorism.
If I buy, let's say, Trump cologne, for instance, or let's say his Trump steaks are good, which they're not.
They're not.
Trump steaks?
Yeah, he had a line of steaks.
Like, you remember the housing crash that started the recession, Josh? Mm-hmm. He started a mortgage company right before that. His intuition is fantastic.
Maybe one was the causation for the other. We don't know.
No. He was just starting off. There was no... As much as it would be funny to blame someone who just started a mortgage company for it, the problem with... I think even Ron Paul picked up on it like years ahead of time. It was like, the bubble is going to pop. And then it popped. And then nobody voted for Ron Paul anyway. But, like, let's say he has decent steaks and I buy the steaks. If I'm buying the steaks, I'm supporting the steaks. It's not my fault that he took the steak money and was like, I'm going to definitely put this into the Trump wine. The steaks were a sure thing. People are buying the steaks. If I put more money into the wine, they'll buy the wine. Then the wine flops and he's like, fuck, the steaks didn't help me with anything. So,
the fucking steaks did not put me in the White House single-handedly, and that's the biggest problem.
Yeah. If you're buying one cool product from a particular seller, they should be pumping everything into that product. That's why, to relate this back to something that we regularly understand, video games. Video games like
Pokemon Go?
I'll go with Capcom.
Fine.
Personally.
You go with Capcom. You're the only one going with Capcom, by the way.
They're not making a whole lot of Mega Man games anymore because Mega Man games, in their minds, didn't sell. They weren't like the big hitters like AAA titles and stuff like that. But they are putting a lot of their efforts into Street Fighter because fighting games are huge with fighting game fans. They're simple, competitive, you can jump in and out of them. And Monster Hunter for the people who want to be able to do that adventuring shit on the go with their 3DSs and stuff. So they dropped a lot of their previous franchises. They tried to reboot Bionic Commando, and that fucking flopped. So when... I'm buying Mega Man items still because I'm hopeless and nostalgia will follow me to the grave.
I downloaded Mega Man X on my phone.
Does that count as a Mega Man game?
It is. It's just like...
Well, I know it is, but does it though?
It's just the only thing that's wrong with it is that it's jam-packed full of tutorials, and we didn't need fucking tutorials in the Super Nintendo era. Because, we didn't need to have our hands held with that shit. But, so, I mean, people like me and Josh are still buying classic Mega Man games, but Capcom is not putting that money into Mega Man like we would like. They're putting it into Monster Hunter so that they can make more money off of the...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they are also coming out with a brand new Resident Evil game. I believe it's Resident Evil 8.
Are they?
They are.
They might be. I know
and the previews for it looked Silent Hill-like, man.
That doesn't sound so bad, but it also doesn't sound like Resident Evil. It sounds like a good replacement for Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like Resident Evil, but...
It doesn't. But they've changed the format so much. Like, if you loved the classic Resident Evil games...
By the time you get to 6, by the time you get to 5, you're done.
4 was a great Resident Evil game. I would say 4 was probably one of my favorites. But
4 probably is my favorite.
That's when that series changed.
Yeah. It changed a lot just based off of, how you move.
Yeah. It was more fluid.
Earlier, we were kind of, intimate and claustrophobic, and it was always viewed from, a security camera angle.
Yep.
It was difficult because you were moving like a turret, but... I guess 4 was slightly more intuitive because you had the over-the-shoulder camera, but that was still a fundamental change. It was less, Walking Dead and more, I want to say more like The Hills Have Eyes or Wrong Turn, where you're taking a much more active, you're taking it to them instead of trying to run away from them and conserve ammo and shit.
Yeah.
You've got a merchant, for shit's sake, who sells you ammunition. Like, before it was about, like, scrounging and trying to survive and stuff, so...
It was a survival horror. It went from a survival horror to what it is now.
Like action horror, action survival, whatever.
So
I didn't think that 6 was bad, by the way. 6 was interesting. 5 blew. 5 sucked.
And that is the Donald Trump shirt. Thank you, guys.
My example, though, I think, is... I don't trust either one of them is the short version. But if... I wouldn't even go with the lesser of two evils. Because I think the most horrible thing would be someone who doesn't get anything done for anybody.
Yep.
And that would probably be Hillary. Like, she wouldn't get shit done at all. Trump would not get much done, especially as far as the wall goes.
Yeah, I don't think that that's a reality.
I don't think a lot of the things that because Congress and Senate would probably oppose him so much, just like they did when Obama was first elected. They were just like, whatever he's for, we're against. I don't give a shit what it is. That'd probably be the same case with Trump. But part of me still wants to... I'm going to vote for who I'm going to vote for as far as my morals go, but a little part of me is secretly hoping that Trump gets elected so I can just be like, no, fuck you. You made your bed, lay in it.
So there you go, Josh.
What if he gets president and they said, welcome your new president of the United States, Donald Trump, and he gets sworn in, he's like, I'm done. I'm out. Peace.
He's like, I can't believe you believe the wall line. This is stupid.
I just did it for my resume.
If it turns out that he's still the Trump from the 90s, who's like pro-choice and everything, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna bleed from my nose and eyes first. As my brain fucking melts.
I do gotta say though, and we should probably wrap it up on this one.
I'm gonna buy this
5 minutes ago, but that's okay.
That's pretty good though, right? That's a pretty good t-shirt.
I'm gonna buy this t-shirt if that happens, just so I can wear it as a smarmy post-election asshole.
I am not against a woman president. Just throwing that out there.
I'm not against a woman president either. I'm just against a shitty woman president, and I can guarantee that Clinton would be that.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I don't feel like I told JJ it would be like the worst gonorrhea taste in your mouth that she would leave in America's mouth. She would leave gonorrhea in America's mouth as the first woman's president.
You don't need a royal family. Fuck the Clintons.
Yeah. Fucking Bill Clinton, look at that fuck.
$22.99 Prime free shipping. Comes in men, women, and youth sizes.
In multiple colors.
In multiple colors.
To be honest.
And several sizes.
I would buy this, but I'm afraid that the Bernie Sanders supporters would beat me up for it. So
good news, Davey. You don't need to put any products in for this week's episode because we have featured one product and we are 33 minutes in.
Fantastic. Well, I was going to look for a product real quick, but if you insist.
I think we'll be good because we've only got 3 products left and we're probably still only going to get to an hour.
Message thing. I'm going to send Davey a message.
Okay. Whatever you wish.
Amazon must know what I'm looking at because it just showed me a book called Crisis of Character. And it has Hillary Clinton on the front cover.
Oh.
Yeah,
is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't like her. Fucking.
Nobody does. Very few people do. I think the people that like her are the people that get paid to say that they like her on social media. But I digress.
I took liberty. JJ's book club's next, but I took liberty since you weren't here to come up with a song. Turn the page. Every now and then I get a little bit lost. And the story gets wrong. Turn the page.
I don't want to do the book club anymore.
I just want to sit here and listen to this.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and message this over to Davey while I introduce it. It's been a minute since we've featured anything by our good friend Chuck Tingle. He's been the author of several really compelling gay romance books. And
Christ.
Why?
You say
Okay,
compelling.
gay. Every book you feature seems to have something to do.
No,
with
that's not true.
somebody's
It's
butt.
been a while since we've done that.
But
So
every one that you featured recently has been about putting stuff in butts.
So this is going to be more on the
Or-
current events. Chuck Tingle is on this. I present to you Pounded by the Pound, Turned Gay by the Socio-Economic Implications of Britain Leaving the European Union.
Oh my gosh.
So, this, again, Chuck Tingle. I'll give you the quick blurb on this one. And again, if you're going to be educated, because you asked me several questions about the European Union, what we tend to expect from all of it, what the future is going to hold for England going forward. I think if anybody really knows about the socioeconomic implications, it's going to be our good friend Chuck Tingle. When Alex learns that Britain has decided to leave the European Union, he's shocked by just hold normal. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be how. Wow, Chuck Tingle, you screwed up the description of your book. That's alarming. Anyway, he's shocked by just how normal everything seems, but the calm doesn't last, as Alex is suddenly accosted by a giant living coin from the not-so-distant future. In this horrific future where Britain has left the EU, 4-story buses lie strewn across the streets of London after a failed plan to cut costs, the Queen's Guard have been replaced by flying reptiles with machine guns, and the River Thames runs red with molten lava.
It's called the Thames.
I prefer to pronounce it Thames.
All right. If you want to do it wrong, that's fine.
Maybe I do. And that's why I always say Jif. Now, Alex and his handsome fuck, I can't do this today. Apparently Mike's Harder brand lemonade is harder, because I can't fucking read. Now, Alex and his handsome sentient...
You're harder. This shitty book.
Hey, just look at that cover. You can't tell me that you're not harder, too.
Part of me is hard. No. What I want to know is
that damn
how
coin.
much of this is actually him trying to make some income, making really silly books that are clearly very entertaining, and how much of this is just him justifying making these fucking book covers. If you look at all these, you can see he puts a lot of effort into a lot of these book covers. Maybe he even hires models so he can take silly pictures.
Maybe he's gay and he just really wants these men in his apartment.
Wait,
you over? I got Pokemon in my apartment.
Maybe he's gay? You really think Chuck Tingle is gay?
I don't know, but
I mean,
the implications
maybe,
are there, and I'm pro-family, so I don't know if I support this.
This erotic tale is 4,200 words of sizzling human on monetary unit action, including anal, blowjobs, rough sex, cream pies, and living pound love.
From a hunk of coin?
From a hunk of coin. A nice,
the coin has a
hunk
face.
Of coin. The coin does have a face.
You said corn.
Did I say corn?
Yeah, you said a hunk of corn right
a
before.
A hunk of corn. I give up on life. So, yeah, there you go. Chuck Tingle is not the hero we deserve, but the hero we need, says Cat Meow. Thanks, Amazon reviewer, Cat Meow.
I know cats. I don't trust them.
What cat was that over there in the background, Davey?
I picked this book as a protest. I didn't think I'd actually get it.
Good protest.
Well done, Amazon customer who gave 2 stars. You deserved it.
Now you live in this reality where you have this book, and now you've got to live with that.
So my question is you featured a lot of Chuck Tingle books on this podcast.
Uh-huh.
Have you actually gone to the process of reading one? Because I know you can read this on your Kindle for free. So have you actually read one of these books?
Sometimes I like to download them just so I can support Chuck Tingle, just so I can continue to see the covers. And so we can continue to talk about them, because...
But have you actually read one?
No.
I think that you need to read one.
I think you need to read this one, because there's a review down here by Kier.
Uh-huh.
I ordered this book as I thought the gentleman on the front was quite gorgeous. Oh, I'm sorry, this is English. I ordered this book as I thought the gentleman on the front was quite gorgeous, but when opening it once it was delivered, he was only about 80% as gorgeous as I had been told. And in fact, by the time you see this review, I probably won't think very much of him at all. As for the contents of the book, I haven't really read much. So, yeah, I feel like you should probably figure out if he's actually 80% as gorgeous as promised or 100% as gorgeous as promised. And if reading the contents of the book give you one of those weird little biases that lets us know that the movie will definitely be inferior to the book.
Oh, I can't wait for Pounded by the Pound to come out to movie theaters nationwide.
Nationwide in 2087 when they run out of ideas for movies.
Okay, while you suggested that I download it, I have now gotten the sample of it, and just reading the first few sentences, I could tell that I take account of my surroundings and myself. My name is Alex Liverport, and I'm 25 years old. I'm in my rented flat in the heart of London, and I have a splitting headache. I feel like this needs to be read in a British accent, but I can't do that, and neither can Josh, so I'm not going to let him try.
Okay.
So, yeah, there you go. Get on it. $2.99, very, very affordable. With Kindle Unlimited, it is free. So, there you go. Speaking of terrible accents, fuck. I forgot that. Okay, Josh, you got a segment.
Okay, go to it.
All right. Do you want me to cue your?
No, not yet.
Don't.
I'll
cue
talk
your
about
music
it
yet?
and then
Okay.
I'll let you cue it. So scroll up.
What
So I was gonna do something. I was gonna order
the fuck?
wax strips for my product.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the wax strips.
You're gonna
you
order
rub
wax
them
strips for
together,
your what?
And then I was gonna put them on JJ's back on the podcast and rip them off and see how well they work. You know, testing the product. And I said I'd let him wax my back too. You know.
Just one of them buddy conversations.
Yeah.
About wax and backs.
But I didn't have the funds to order them, and so I didn't. So I found a funny review on this product, which is Veet for Men Hair Removal Gel. You can pick it up for $12.78. I personally have used Veet. I didn't use the Veet for Men. I just used a regular old Veet.
Should we talk about what brought this up? You and I went to Bear Lake over the last.
And that's
I don't know,
where
week.
I got the idea for this, by the way.
This was, by the way, another reason we hadn't had an episode of the Shoptimist Club for a minute now. Josh and I were at Bear Lake. Davey, you were at Colorado, I believe. This has
Yes.
been a
Smoking
busy
the
freaking
bowl.
summer.
It has.
Is that how you smoke a bowl?
That's how you smoke a bowl out of a vagina.
I don't think. I do think you should stop.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have to do shit else until October, though, when we go to FanFest.
Hey, that's
so.
funny. I don't have to do anything until October either.
Yes.
What a coincidence.
October McFanFest.
Yeah. Josh.
Anyway,
we were at Bear
JJ
Lake.
is very fucking hairy.
Says Josh.
He's like a grizzly bear, and when he sleeps, sounds come out of him like a grizzly bear.
Again, unconfirmed reports.
So he actually crashed on my couch last night
Mhm.
because we were drunk, and I fell on this couch with Amber, and I was drunk, so I passed out when I was fucking out. You probably could have shoved something in my ass. I wouldn't have woken up because.
Sure, could have.
So
Not definitely.
Amber says when she woke me up at 4:30 when JJ left, and she's like, I couldn't sleep. I was like, why not? And she says, because it sounds like something is trying to escape from the depths of JJ's soul.
He doesn't have a soul.
Yeah, come on, Amber. You should know me better than that.
Did a ginger steal it?
Do they have the power to still souls?
Yes, of course.
And then
I thought they had to eat you first.
they consume you. They gain their soul. Their hair turns to a normal color. That's the process.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so Veet for Men hair removal, and we're gonna read you a review. Just so you know, this has 108 customer reviews, and it's got 4 out of 5 stars. So you know it's not all terrible, but can you please cue with the classical music? Hello and welcome back
Oh my god.
to the terrible accent review story thing.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
You think at this point I'd get used to trying to figure out that none of this makes sense. Like
It doesn't make sense.
this amalgamation of like not just like accents but voices and impressions that all get mashed together in one blurry, unrecognizable mess. Sorry, continue.
Can I tell you though? I don't just do this here. I actually do this at work, and I'm told I have a very good. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. So since we're talking
told
about
this to you?
Veet, no,
Who
no,
tells you these lies?
Kinsey loves that. So since we're talking about Veet for men, and of course,
Oh my god.
men who don't like hair are feminine. So we're gonna say this very femininely, okay? So can you scroll down, please?
You know, there's a term specifically for people who, or for men who care about their looks, because it's not just about being feminine. It's just about caring about what you look
Is it
for.
homo? Look at that guy. Okay, just look. Related video shorts. Doesn't that guy look like he's taking it in the ass right now? Come on. Let's be real here. Okay.
Okay, that may be true, but
Oh, okay. So I feel like this voice works best for
Metrosexual,
this.
by the way, is the word.
Metrosexual. Okay. Well, you know what? My brother is not only a homosexual, he is a very metrosexual because that dude does not have one fucking hair on his body that is below his chin.
Okay. This is going to be agonizing. Go on.
So our review today comes from a user named Randy Amorous.
Andy Randy?
Yes, and he still gave it 5 stars, and it's titled "Do Not Put on the Knob and Bullocks." So you know that he's probably English. Davey, you can just tune out on this one. And
I?
he says, "No, you have to listen."
No, I'm good.
I'm talking like you. I'm talking.
Is this how you hear me?
This is the voice of your people.
Sing me the song of my people. Hey!
Two JJs. I can't tell which one is which. Which one do I shoot?
shoot the fake one. I'm the real one.
Don't shoot
Exactly
me.
what a fake JJ would want.
I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous. Okay.
Just
Anyway,
read the fucking
Randy
review.
says, being a loose cannon who does not play by the rules, the first thing I did was ignore the warning labels and smear this all over my knob and bullocks. The bullocks I knew and loved are gone now. In their place is a maroon-colored bag of agony, which sends stabs of pain up my body every time it grazes against my thighs or an article of clothing. I am suffering so that you don't have to. So please heed my lesson. Do not put on your knob and bullocks. I am giving this product a 5 stars. A 5. No. Because despite the fact that I think my bullocks might fall off, they are now completely hairless. So if you want hairless bullocks like Mr. Randy here, isn't that a good word?
I thought he was Andy Randy.
That makes me want to talk like Austin Powers because this is Randy, baby.
Okay.
So yeah, pick it up, put it on your knob and bullocks. Sends JJ pitches. He'll love you. He'll love you, not me, JJ.
Host at Shoptimist.club.
Host
Anyway,
shop. I don't want to see it. JJ, what's your personal one?
okay. First off, can I kill the music?
Sure.
All right, music's dead. Kill the music.
Oh shit! I think I caught it.
Any.
Fuck. The music's off, and here I am still talking.
I don't want to admit this. I've read this review before.
So have I.
Not because I was looking for anything to do with this podcast. I was just looking for similar products, including this one. And I have read this review in a normal Amazon shopping context. So yeah, next time I go shopping
Did
for,
it inform your next purchase?
it's in my shopping cart. So
You know, I personally have used, like I said, I've used Nair.
Mm-hmm.
It does work to an extent, but the hairs that it does leave behind are like shameful remains of what was. And you can't even get them off with a razor. You have to pull them out with a tweezer.
So that doesn't sound fun. This is actually a fantastic segue into my next product. So if Josh, you want to go ahead and wrap this up.
Veet for men hair removal gel cream. You can get 200 milliliters or cc's for you mechanics out there for $12.78 free shipping. You can also get it in a 3-pack for $41.99, which is an average of $14 per item. So get 3 and spend more, or get 1 and just order 3 of them and spend less. Yeah, don't put it on your balls.
Don't put it on your balls.
Don't put it on your balls.
They should put
You're
that
not my
right
mom,
on the
you can't
box.
tell me what to do.
Hey, do it. Send JJ pictures.
I like
Oh,
the hairstyle there, Davey. I like what you
I
just
do
did.
it again. This
You-
is called.
I think you changed your hairstyle like 5 times during the course of this podcast.
Probably. Here comes another one. Hold on.
Oh shit! Here comes number 6.
Now you look like Titanic, dude. What's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio Vinci.
You look like Titanic, dude.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio Vinci.
Close
Right,
enough.
right.
Yeah.
I feel like I can fly, Jack.
Yes. So here's the thing.
I'm not the only one in this room with a hairy back.
Yes.
I feel like you're playing it off a little bit like I'm a hairy monster and you're not.
I am a hairy monster. If I don't shave, I literally look like I'm wearing a hair suit.
When was the last time you shaved? Because you kind of got a hair. Oh god, look at that. Oh man, that's a carpet sample.
Ow.
Make a wish.
Amber shaves about half my back, but that's about it.
Because I've also seen this when we were swimming in Bear Lake, and as bad as I need treatment, you also need treatment. I'll just go ahead and jump into my product. This is the Man Groomer
Wow.
Professional Do-It-Yourself Electric Back Shaver. Let me go ahead and toss my good friend Davey a link here.
Yeah, surely.
This
That looks
is...
complicated.
I don't want to say complicated. It's $34.49. It's pretty simple about this product. It's extendable. Basically, what we're looking at is like a personal shaver, like a groomer, but it's on a retractable stick. It's extendable. It's adjustable. It locks into place at any length you choose. It's got a rechargeable battery power.
Okay.
So you just plug it in, turn it on, it goes, and you rub it up and down your back. Yeah, this basically lets you kind of take the Blue of the Bear approach and just scratch your back with this thing and take the hair off. And that's all we can say before we get sued by Disney. Yep. It's 100% rubberized, featured non-slip rubberized grip. Now it's a parody. It's okay. It's fair use.
Premium blade design. It's got professional handle, measures over 21 feet in length, and when fully extended, reach the most difficult middle of the lower back portion of the back.
Okay, we've lost the thread here, but you get the idea.
I want to be like you.
I want to be hairless too.
So they have some pretty awesome displays about this thing on the website. They've got videos. You can see it in action. But you get the gist of it. This is a very, very, very handy-looking razor on a stick. So if you don't have other means of shaving your back, if you don't have a significant other or a very trusted friend, then take care of it yourself with the Man Groomer.
I trust no one but the Man Groomer.
There's a few different variations of this product. This one, the Man Groomer Professional, is pretty legit. They also have... There's actually a full line of Man Groomer products. They have nose and ear and hair trimmers.
Do they have a Man Groomer nose and ears for with an extension for those people with really big noses?
How big of a nose do you have where you can't...
Like
here's the thing.
You gotta get it in there.
You would need a giant nose and very small arms.
And like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And if that's the case, then I don't think body hair is your biggest issue.
No, we're not.
I think you need to worry
nose
about
hair, which is why I think that they should make one of those on a stick for nose hairs.
Fist of the nose hair.
Yes.
Sorry.
What if I can't fit my fist in my nose, but I want to get those pesky nose hairs that are deep up there?
Tweezers.
But my hand won't fit, so we need an extender for an electric nose trimmer.
People have posted video reviews on this, which I don't really want to see. But in case you're wondering, there are video reviews up here as well.
Thank you.
A lot of people talking about how this has gotten them over the horrors that Josh and I have suffered for the Man Groomer.
No.
So speaking of which, I have here in my pocket. Just in case you're wondering how compact it is.
Something for you, Josh.
You can extend it.
Did you put the other end?
Now you can hear that the power is working.
I don't have a camera on you guys that's current.
Well, that's okay. You'll get all of this 7 seconds in the future by checking out the stream.
Oh, okay. It's a shaver thingy. Okay, got it.
Yep. It is the Man Groomer, and as Josh is able to tell, it extends.
Yeah, it does.
See? Just like that. So, I figured the best way to really review and feature this product, Josh, is to give a live demonstration. So if you'd like to spin your chair around for a moment and take that shirt off of yours, and we're going to see how well this Man Groomer works.
But where's the hair going to go? It's going to go up my butt crack.
Well, there's worse things you've had in there.
Wait, if you're doing it, I got to use it.
Well, you could, but I kind of want to just poke your little kitty cat tattoo's eyes out. Oh, God, it's like I'm mowing the lawn. Oh, man.
Hey, Davey, can you see my side titty?
It's tasteful side boob.
See, I thought this was going to be a fun idea. There is so much hair here.
I'm gonna get home and Amber's gonna ask me what I did at the podcast. I'm like, I got my back shaved by another man.
Hold on, I am...
What's weird about that?
Are you making a smiley face on my back?
Nope, cock and balls.
Cock and balls, even better. Can I be honest? It really tickles.
It really tickles.
It really tickles.
Not coming up in the review quite a bit. Oh man, I'm lacking the detail in this cock and balls. But I sure... Here, you know what? If you want to finish it...
link that I sent for you.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I've got that link.
Cut me.
Davey, you want to go ahead and feature a product while Josh works on this?
I don't know if I'm the man to feature this product, JJ. I feel like it's tradition given the author. Best left to you, sir.
So much.
Oh, all right. This is a book then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will go ahead and open the link while Josh works on that. This is... Holy shit. Chuck Tingle, you've done it again. Davey, by way of JJ, I suppose, brings to you...
Really. I stumbled upon it.
I feel like this is like what brings it all together. Pokebutt Go, Pounded by 'em All, by Chuck Tingle. Torbit is worried. After witnessing a slew of dazed, roaming men and women buried in their phones...
as it gets louder.
And we'll just pretend that's the sound of the bad groomer.
Yeah.
He's beginning to think that this might be the start of a terrifying zombie film. Upon further investigation, however, Torbit realizes that they are all playing a hot new mobile game, Pokebutt Go. Curious to see what all the fuss is about. By the way, I used that to shave my balls yesterday.
Oh hi.
Torbit plugs in and sets out to capture a nearby Pokebutt with his own balls.
Yeah.
Josh is now on a video call with his SO. But that's okay, Davey. You and I will host this podcast.
It's called a man groomer.
Torbit suddenly realizes he might have bitten off more than he can chew. Now face to face with a handsome yellow Bigfoot named Peebaroo, who sports a zigzag tail, Torbit realizes that the only way to catch this majestic creature is within the depths of his own butt. This erotic tale is 4,000 words of sizzling human on gay Pokebutt action, including anal blowjobs, rough sex cream pies, and digital monster love.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, we are.
That's a fantastic find. Once again, $2.99 for standard Kindle price. Kindle Unlimited, it's also free. Man, can I send myself a free sample of this one too?
I showed up 15 minutes into the episode, and I have done it again. I must admit.
You've saved us. You have saved us.
Okay.
We would be lost
How
without
does my
you.
back look?
I am without equal.
You've missed several spots, but otherwise it looks fantastic.
I'm just going for depth here.
Oh man, you've got some weird patterns here. Also, I feel like if you want me to look at you for depth, I got to be looking somewhere a little bit lower than your back.
Gotta look for Peebaroo.
I just... He's not even... He doesn't even care about the podcast anymore. He's got his own stuff to take care of. Don't put this... We're trying... Get your shirt off the webcam. So, the walk home from work. You know what? Nobody's...
Can I get my chest too?
I mean, I guess so. I don't think anybody's watching or listening at this point. So, I mean, we're at the 59-minute mark. We're pretty much done for our hour of your valued time that we just wasted away
Squandered hopelessly.
talking about gay
Politics and
Pokemon
gay
porn while Josh shaves his stomach. The walk home from work is unusual tonight in a way that has me slightly on edge.
No.
Typically, I'll begin my trek around sunset and arrive at my apartment just as the sun has dipped below
This
the
is
horizon.
not consensual.
And during this time, I rarely notice a single soul. Even though I passed right by the city park, it's too late for people to be out enjoying the weather or playing on the playground. These are peaceful hours when the majority of folks are already at home, sitting around the dinner table. Tonight, however, something else is going on. Making it very, very hard for me to focus on reading this, Josh. Tonight, I noticed the... Don't fuck with my hairline. There's enough of it gone as it is.
You shouldn't have given me this.
Tonight, however, something else is going on. I noticed the first one right as I leave the office. I'm walking out from the parking garage as someone else is headed in. Someone who I've never seen before. I really did use that on my balls. But seems to have somewhere important to be. It would be one thing if this was simply a new face, but their actions are even more bizarre than their unexpected appearance. Without a word, the college-aged young man walks over to the corner of the cement parking structure, his phone held out in front of him as he watches the screen intently. It looks as though he's going to take a picture of the wall, but instead he slides his finger a few more times across the screen, celebrates briefly, then turns and leaves just as quickly as he came. You know, I'll be honest, I haven't read anything really erotic here yet. I'm going to just sort of scan through and,
You know what this makes me want to go do?
What? You should probably speak into the microphone.
Pokemon.
You want to go play Pokemon?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, Josh wants to go play Pokemon, so I guess we'll wrap this up. Thank you again for listening to whatever the fuck this was. And you know what? If you didn't listen to it, I respect that. This is probably one of those that you.
This is the best back scratcher known to man.
This is really, Davey? Well, I guess I'm gonna have a bad time. Holy crap! That is so loud. He cut his video feed off. He's gone.
Okay.
You killed your video feed. Why did you do that?
No reason.
Oh, okay.
Now we're looking at a pair of Nike's men's Pippin 6
Yeah, now
basketball shoes.
now Skype is showing me advertisements for shoes on Amazon. So
Sweet.
now we've got a picture of Amazon on the Amazon browser. Oh shit, he's back. That was scary. Yeah, once again, Shoptimist Club. Looks up Shoptimist.club. Got some deals on our website. You know how all that goes. We just released the second episode of the study show with me and Davey last week. Shut up.
No.
No, I am talking here.
I know you do this every time, but Davey, I gotta say, I've been listening. I listened to your last episode, and it was fucking
What's that?
awesome. It was brilliant, coming from an outsider looking in the little peep glass, the peephole of your awesomeness and JJ's awesomeness. It was a really good episode.
Well, thank you, sir. I think I have to give a lot of that credit to JJ for his editing, though. Because, I mean, I know we don't leave a whole shitload on the cutting room floor, but I'm positive that I say a lot of stupid shit.
Well, that's what just makes Davey Davey.
But I do appreciate it. I'm just shitty at accepting compliments. So the best I can come up with is, thank you, back shaven man. Or shaven back man.
Worst superhero ever.
Worst or best?
Right in the middle.
It's subjective.
I
I don't appreciate your tone.
apologize. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's an awesome podcast. I enjoy doing it, Davey. I assume you enjoy doing it as well.
You assume too much.
It's a fantastic time. All in all, it's
Continue.
I don't know what you're doing, but no, ow.
That sounds good.
You realize you're gonna have to finish this now, right?
Nope.
I'll just go on to work with a racing stripe on my arm. That's cool.
It'll make you faster in the water.
I am now 2% Michael Phelps. Now I just need the drugs. So once again, thank you for listening, or watching, or subscribing, or sharing, or whatever the fuck it is. Apologies for our release schedule being so inconsistent lately. It's been a very busy summer for all three of us. It should settle down. We're going to get back to pumping these out at least every other week.
We have no life after this concurrent couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That just passed, so we're we're pretty much golden.
Yeah, I think that'll pretty much cover it. Yeah, that's it. Anything else, Davey?
Nothing I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, I gave you the last little
Bit of your soul?
juice that I had
Josh?
to end the show on.
Anything else?
You know, I do have something actually deep.
Oh, shit.
There's been a lot.
That was a
of shit
rhetorical
going
question.
on.
I was really hoping you would just say no.
Oh, real quick, I do apologize for not jumping on earlier and actually having a product ready. I don't know why I spaced, but I think, like I said, the last couple of weeks have just completely screwed with my internal schedule in my head.
Well,
So,
it happens
sorry
to
about
everybody. It's all good.
You're good, JB.
You know what? You know what? Josh has done it before too. He missed a couple episodes ago. If anything, it's my turn. Maybe I'll sit the next one out and just let you two watch it.
If you,
I'll leave the
go
door
out,
unlocked.
then-
You know how to make all this shit work.
yeah, we'll go with that. Davey, you're in charge.
Got it. I'll operate everything from here.
All I wanted to say was there's a lot of shit going on, and there's been a lot of shit going on. So, love and support out to the police officers who died, and everybody else who's died.
Everybody who's been affected by it. You know, there's that's a good point. You know, it's a dark time right now. People are starting to come around, realize what's important, realizing, and it sucks that it takes a tragedy sometimes like this for people to wake up and open their eyes and realize, oh shit, you know, you can't say Black Lives Matter and, you know, police officers' lives, blue lives, like they've been saying lately, don't matter. You know, it's fucked up. Everybody matters.
Every life matters.
You know,
I will say there's a silver lining to that, though, in terms of like the people who are like Black Lives versus Blue Lives. And I was actually, it was one of my favorite things to hear about any tragedy, because, you know, I just love tragedy.
who doesn't?
After the Dallas shooting, during the protest, two of the protesters there were big Black Lives Matter advocates, but they were also advocates for gun rights and things like that.
I feel like I should take off Pokebutt Go off of the main screen while we talk about this. Sorry, go on.
Maybe. So they're also gun rights advocates and stuff, but they were listed as primary suspects in the shooting. And as soon as they found out that they were suspects in the shooting, they immediately turned themselves into police. Turned over. One of them was open carrying a rifle at the protest, but he was not using it.
And a lot of people just assumed he was the suspect, you know, when
he-
images started coming out of him.
He turned over his rifle and turned himself in immediately, and they asked how they could help the police and what they could do, and so on and so forth. So it was nice to see that, because in a lot of shit like this, a lot of people like to adopt hyperbole, which is the language that the internet speaks, and they like to immediately leap to, well, if you're not for something, you must be immediately against it, or if you're for this thing, if you agree that Black Lives Matter, you must hate the police and cops' heads must roll, or if you like the cops, you must want a race war. Whereas in the middle of the tragedy, right after shit went down and people were fucking dead, the two supposed sides found solidarity and were trying to help each other move forward towards a common goal. And I liked that. That's probably, it doesn't make anything okay. People are still dead. But it helped me realize that there's a possible way forward if we could just all get on the fucking train and ride together on it.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. It sucks what has happened, but today's a new day. You got to live it and celebrate it however you choose. For example, Josh and myself. Josh is going to finish saving my left arm, and then we're going to go catch Pokemon. So whatever mode of living your life is, and looking out for your fellow man, our apologies to everybody who is affected by this. Your podcast friends love you and wish you well. And God, I don't want to end it on such a sour note. Can you say like dick nipples or whatever it was he said that one time?
Penis nipples.
Penis nipples.
But
Thank you.
I want you to take the words you just said and fucking listen to yourself.
Ow!
This has been
my
the
shitty.
Optimist Club. Hit that outro music.
Outro music.
Nipple salads!
Nipple salads, also not healthy for you. Later!
I'm Josh.
Structure's
Later.
gone.
Yeah.
Peace out.